Josh Feuerstein recently just came out with a video in which he calls a local cake shop and asks for them to make an anti-homosexual cake.
Watch this, guys. Let's see what discrimination really is.
Good afternoon, Cupcake. This is Sharon.
Yes, Sharon. Do you guys do sheet cakes as well?
We do.
Okay. I need a sheet cake, and I need it to say, "We do not support gay marriage." Hello?
Is this a crank call?
No.
Oh, we wouldn't do that. Sorry.
You wouldn't do it. Why? Hello? 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 Well, that's Cut the Cake. That is a bakery who refuses to make an anti-gay marriage cake. So it obviously violates her principles. And so she doesn't feel like she should be forced to make the cake. And yet it is that there's all of this hoopla going around because Christian bakeries think that they shouldn't be forced. Look, this is not about discrimination. This is about them having the freedom. Now, you've heard it firsthand. That is Cut the Cake in Florida. Sharon Holler is the owner right there. You can call her yourself, ask her the same exact questions.
Well, turns out Josh's followers took his advice and gave this cake shop a call. And they weren't too nice about it. They didn't call to argue their point. They called with death threats. They called with calling them heathens. They called, telling them to kill themselves. To me, it seems like Josh could have made his point by just making the phone call. Making the call as anonymous as possible. I know this is the internet, but not attempting to provoke people to call the same cake shop, because it's the internet. So it caused a lot of heartache for the owner of this cake shop to randomly just get this call, just be the unlucky one that he chose. There's probably how many cake shops in Florida, and you get a call, and it just happens to be Josh Feuerstein on the other side trying to make a point. I don't think that he did that too well. However, I don't think that he was attempting to attack this cake shop, as much as I don't like this guy.
But let me just ask you this. Is it really fair? Because we're getting to the place in America now to where Christians are not allowed any sort of freedom of speech. Because if they don't believe in quote-unquote gay marriage, which gay marriage isn't even illegal.
Gay marriage is illegal in quite a few states still. I'm living in one.
It's called marriage. If you're a gay man, you want to be married, guess what? Just go find a woman and get married. Because marriage is constituted as one man, one woman. There's no such thing as gay marriage.
I'm a real reverend. I've married people before. The bare minimum of a marriage consists of the ordained individual asking the two people that are getting married whether they want to be married, and they both say, yes, I want to be married, and then the ordained individual says, you're married. That is a marriage, legally. That could be between two gay people, that could be between two straight people, it could be between a man and a cornstalk, for all I give a shit. Marriage is a ceremony, that's all. And the ceremony can twist and turn however you'd like it. I recently just saw a video of a Slayer wedding. The wedding that I did, they had a sand ceremony because it was a family with a bunch of kids, and they poured a bunch of colors of sand. It can be whatever you want. And we do a lot of stupid shit with this ceremony. We release doves, we throw rice, we drive with cans tied to the back of our bumpers. Why? It's all stupid. Why is gay stupid worse than straight stupid?
Ah, man. So, anyways, would I go to a kosher place, to an Islamic establishment, or to a Jewish establishment that does not want pork on their grill because they have to keep a kosher grill, and force them to cook pork? So that now that they've ruined their grill by their own standards of religion, They would not have to throw that entire grill out. It cost them tens of thousands of dollars because it no longer was kosher.
Okay, I'd like to know exactly what it is that's going to be ruined by creating a wedding cake for two dudes. The cake that you requested of this cake shop said, "I do not support gay marriage." That is a statement being made. The cake that was asked for, that started this controversy, was a wedding cake. The original cake shop was refusing service because of who the person was, not because of a statement that the people were asking the cake shop to make. Do you see the difference there? It is the difference between a KKK member coming into a cake shop and requesting a cake that says niggers deserve to die versus a black person coming into a cake shop and being refused because they're black.
Really? Have we gotten to the point in America where the left is so open-minded that they're closed-minded to anybody that doesn't agree with them? Or is America big enough for different points of view? If it's a Christian-owned bakery, they cannot be forced. They should never be forced to do something that violates their Christian principles. That's not American. They have the same freedom of speech as anybody else. We gotta wake up, America, because soon, if somebody preaches against gay marriage, and I love gay people, that for me, this is nothing against gay people. For me, this is about religious freedom. Or else they're gonna be ripping pastors out of pulpits, closing churches down because somebody preaches a message out of scripture that does not agree with the homosexual lifestyle, and next thing you know, boom, they're in jail.
Slippery slope. You know, I don't think that they should have to make a wedding cake for a gay couple if they really don't want to. But they also need to understand what will go along with it. I think that if they want to be a hateful store, a hateful cake shop, then they deserve to go out of business. How many things have Christians boycotted because they don't agree with the morals of it? Look at the way Christians jumped this cake shop overnight over just a video. Personally, I think gay people should make cake shops pop up all over the country that do not allow Christians. But nobody's talking about putting anybody in jail. I'm just going to leave you with this. Not too long ago, people believed it was their right to not allow African Americans into their establishments. It wasn't okay back then, and it's simply not okay right now. I'm the Rock and Roll Reverend. Hit share if you agree, and comment if you do not, or comment if you agree, or interact with me. I'm lonely. Please.
I left alone. My mind was blank.